Okay guys, welcome back to the latest episode. Hope you've been tuning in. We're gonna go over all the things we did over the last week. We're going over stucco, we're going over drywall finishes, and we're going over paint. So let's take you guys through the house and show you what we did. Let's go. Okay guys, so the stucco guys were here. They finished the entire facade. They've been moving pretty fast because now the painter's already in here and he's got the first layer of base down. So all the stucco has been put over the brick that was once on this facade here. Now that it's been covered, we got our front door in as well. If you guys remember, we had this short guy right over here. Not really short, a standard door height. But we put in now this much taller door. It's an 8-foot door. Fully impact, which is great because here in South Florida, having hurricane windows and hurricane doors is a big plus, and you also get discounts on your insurance, keynote. But got this door on offer up for a great price of $250 when in reality it retails for $2,500. Pretty good. I'm gonna take you guys around the house and show you some of the other updates. I'm gonna touch on this side of the house really quickly. If you guys remember, it was in disarray. We got the stucco guys to finish it. Everything's been done. Now the first base coat is on. We're now getting ready to start painting the side door as well. Yeah, not really a whole lot going on, but I wanted to at least make sure I covered it so you guys see all the things that have been going on around the house. Okay guys, let me show you the back of the house. A lot of changes have been done. All the stucco's been complete, the patches, the holes, the windows, all that's been finished. We got our first base coat down in the paint. You can see the plastic has been covered over the windows so that we're ready for the next coat that's gonna go on top of it. So much better, more finished product, at least it's getting there. And over on this side of the house where we have a split between the easement and the backyard, we're just gonna clean up all back here, put some nice new sod down, possibly some mulch, keep it really simple and plant a nice hedge because this fence that's not mine, it's actually the neighbor's, it's just a little shaky. But again, because it's not mine, I can't really do a whole lot with it. But with all those elements done back here, it's gonna make a big difference. Okay guys, so we finally finished the back of the garage here. I think it looks 10 times better, 100 times better. All the stucco is complete, the base coat is down, so this is all great. And then right here on this side, the side wall, we have the windows been in place. You guys saw that from before. Some of the wood rot that was here has been changed out. Building paper went on, the metal went on, stucco got finished, and now the first base coat. So you're getting to see a much closer product to what it's gonna look like in the end. All right guys, we are inside the office. As you can see here, the walls have finally been sanded, so they're ready to be painted. And then if we swing up to the ceiling, we actually take a look at what it looks like now that the first base coat is down. We put a lot of caulking in the seams just so that the gaps between the boards are a little bit smaller. So after the next layer of paint is in, we're gonna get the floors down, the baseboards, and this room is done. Okay, we are now in the laundry room, and as you guys can see, very similar to the office. It's pretty much drywalled, sanded down, and the first layer of paint is on the ceilings. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna finish doing the final coat of paint on the walls. We're gonna get some tile down in here because it's a wet room, and this room will be pretty wrapped up other than the water heater and the washer dryer. So stay tuned next week for another update. Something I wanted to mention to you guys, and I don't know if we ever covered it in previous videos, but this had a step going into this bedroom and another step going into the laundry room. This was lower here because the door previously was set further down. So what we did was, once we removed the door, we cut the brick around it to allow for a larger opening so we can get this tall door in. So once this concrete was cured, it was all level now. And the reason why that's really important is because you want to think about what your product is going to look like in the end. So before that, if I didn't level the floor, there'd be a step and people could potentially trip when they walk into their bedroom or inside of the laundry. Now that everything is nice and level and the step is on the outside to the inside, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, y'all, we are back inside the living room area. It feels a lot brighter now. Now that we got that first base coat down and all the wood walls have been painted over, I do think the space definitely feels a lot larger, which is great. We have the caulking that's been put in, very similar to the office and over to the laundry room as well. It just makes for a better finished product. Here's the one thing that came up that we didn't realize. All throughout the house, a bunch of tiny nail holes everywhere. And the reason why we didn't see that before is because the wood walls are dark, so there was no contrast. Now that there's a contrast, we can see it. So we're gonna go in here with some putty and some wood filler, get all those holes filled in, sand them down, so when we apply our last coat of paint, it looks pretty good. Okay, y'all, just wanted to show you what the kitchen has really turned into. Very similar to last week's episode when all the drywall went in, they were mudding and they were taping. Now it's all been sanded down. You can see all the windows look nice and finished. They're quite smooth, love it. This is considered a level 4, level 5 finish, which is a pretty smooth finish. So what we're gonna do next, after everything's been painted in here, we're gonna get our floors down. I'm ordering the cabinets in about 2 or 3 days, and you're gonna see them go in on our next update. Another big change, so just wait. Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna cover really quickly both bathrooms in here just because they're very similar in terms of changes. So both walls have been sanded in both of the bathrooms. The interior has been complete. Now we're ready for the more finishes. So you'll see tile go in on the next episode. You'll see tile on the floor go in. You'll see some of the baseboards, some of the crown that we're putting in. And yeah, just some overall updates that I think are gonna make a bigger difference in the next video that you see. So stay tuned. Okay, y'all, we are in the guest room. Very similar to the rest of the house. You see a lot of the walls sanded down. We're getting ready for our first base coat. I love the storage that's been put up above. Now you can finally see what it truly looks like with all the drywall being finished. Something that you really don't get in a house of this size is storage. So I really went ahead and I added as much storage as I could possibly squeeze into a house of this size. We have the AC covered because it's gonna be painted and we don't wanna make sure we mess up our brand new unit. So in the next update, look for all our floors to go in and yeah, some big changes coming your way. Okay, y'all, something I wanna cover really quickly is the plywood that was once on the wall here. So it's all been covered up now. We had the building paper go on, we had the lath go on, stucco went on, and now the paint has been applied. So something that we're gonna go over in the next couple days with my partner and myself is up here on the ceiling is, are we gonna drywall it or not? We have a lot of sheets left over, and I think it would be a much more finished product that we'd be presenting to someone who's a buyer. So stay tuned and see what we do. Yeah. Okay, y'all, hope you enjoyed this latest episode. Make sure you tune in next week where we're gonna go over some more changes. You're gonna see the paint finish, you're gonna see the floors go down, you're gonna see some baseboards and some trim put in. So a nice little update. Make sure you follow me on social media at jayabrams, JAYABRAMS, and click and like this video so you can get more content just like this. Let's go.